Hi, I'm Steve Mathis. Welcome to Transworld Motocross How-Tos presented by Bike Bandit. Hi, I'm Steve Mathis. Welcome to Transworld Motocross How-Tos presented by Bike Bandit. Our how-to this week is going to be how to change the packing in your silencer. You know, with 4-strokes coming more and more on the scene, you're going to notice that you're going to need more packing than you usually did in the 2-stroke days. And a well-packed silencer will help you with horsepower, will help you with throttle response. And there's a little bit different ways of doing it. Some people just stuff it all back in there. Some people wind it too tight. It really does matter. And on this week, I'm going to show you how to do it. Take your side panel off, remove your subframe bolt, remove this bolt up here. Now, a lot of times, if you haven't done it in a while and your bike has some hours on it, it'll be a little fused to the header. Just get a rubber mallet, tap it a little bit, and it should come off pretty easy. Now for this repacking, we're going to use the FMF 4-stroke high performance muffler packing kit. Sell it at bikebandit.com, really easy. They include everything you need to change it yourself. It's quite a bit easier than using some of the other things out there. They give you everything you need. What I've done on this muffler, FMF muffler, is it has the screws to take it off really easy. If you have the muffler that needs a rivet, you're going to have to drill it out, find the right rivet size, and redo it. It's a little more of a hassle, but again, it's important to do. So just look for either a screw or a rivet and get busy on that. Now once I've removed the brackets and the screws, it's ready to come off. But this being used a little bit, sometimes it needs a little bit of convincing to come along. This pack is not too bad. It's a little burnt up, but it certainly maybe could last a while longer. But for the purposes of this test, we will repack it. So there you go. You pull that off. This is some steel wool down in here along with a wire screen. This is the real key to protect your packing. This prevents the heat from a 4-stroke from reaching the actual packing. So this is very important. All right, so I've taken this. This one's a pretty new muffler, but I've taken this insulation out. You can wire brush your actual core. This one's in good shape, so I didn't really need to do that too much. But you should probably think about doing that. And basically you slide it back over. Remember what I was saying too about this being really important. This is your heat sleeve for your muffler. So just be careful on that. There we go. Take your new packing that FMF has supplied you with, and what you want to do is basically roll it on. Basically like a giant burrito. Roll it on like so. And it's a pretty extreme amount. Make sure you stick it down into the core. Very important you get the whole core done, wrapped up. And what you can do is once you get it down to where you like it, simply grab some tape like so, and you can tape it to make it a little easier to work with. All right, so we've got the pillow stuffed everywhere we can. We're right at the end on here. I've put some masking tape around it to hold the pillow, and now we will put it back into the can. This part takes a little tricky. It's like kind of like putting some toothpaste back in the tube, but you just work at it. Some people use a long screwdriver as well, and you just basically work it around and push the new packing in. But be careful, don't push it too much without feeding it properly, otherwise you'll bunch it all up at the end. So you got to take your time and just slowly work it in. All right, we've installed the packing, and as well included in the kit is the FMF high temp silicone. I cleaned the old stuff off and put it all inside, so it's got fresh silicone for a nice fresh seal against the heat. And what you're going to want to do is just line it up a little bit here and there, and you're back ready for your brackets. Now, if you have rivets and you're installing your rivets, obviously you're fine that way, but I highly suggest on these bolts to put some blue Loctite in. Just a dab of blue Loctite on each one. And screw them into the muffler. Now it takes a bit of time to install the muffler correctly with the right packing. So just be patient. Sometimes it takes longer than usual. There you go. One freshly packed FMF muffler. That equals horsepower, folks. There you go. Bolted on, you're ready to go. My name's Steve Mathis. This has been Transworld Motocross's How To, presented by Bike Bandit.